Hey guys, Patrick Teacup Ireland here, and we're carrying on with Fishing for Catfishes, the Lorne Armstrong fan fiction by the wonderful EnderSprings. And we're moving on to Chapter 3, A Curse. And he's got some lovely artwork here, or EnderSprings has got some lovely artwork here to start. Of a sea monster, it looks like. Alright, so November 6th, 2012. Today is it. Today is the day that Lorne Armstrong is released from prison. It's also the day he can finally go back to his shack. The door opened, letting the light from outside pour into the room, making the shadows disappear. A faint smell of blood and death reached his nostrils, a smell he was very familiar with. As he walks into the room, he flicks the lights on, making the bulb flicker before it emits a dim light. He closed and locked the door behind him, entering further into the shack, finding a polished oak table with a few chairs around it. The walls were a disgusting shade of beige, and the ceiling was slightly water damaged. A large glass tank sits in the next room over. Lots of the water in it had evaporated. The small amount that remained was a sick, murky, dark green. The smell was much stronger now, and he could see the source. It was a bloated corpse that had half decayed. Most of the flesh on it had turned almost liquid. There's a bit of gore in here, though the fish and human bones stuck out of the dark grey, almost pure black flesh. Oh god, I really gotta clean this up. He grabbed some gloves in the trash bag, getting ready to pick up the bloated corpse. The flesh seemed to move away from him as it was still somewhat alive, making him drop it on the ground with a wet slap. What the hell? Oh god! He tripped over himself as he moved back, watching the flesh on the corpse move off it and stand in a heap as if it had no bones. This is like a continuation to his Lorne's Resident Evil 2 playthrough. The corpse itself was revealed to be a skeleton of one of the marewomen he had to keep himself company. The mass slithered its way a little distance away from in front of him. Hello, worm. I see you finally returned. What the hell are you? That's not important right now, fuckwit. What's important is that you understand what's going to happen to you. What do you mean? The creature's face grins at him. Its many eyes glow as it stared him down. I'll tell you what. You get to ask me a single question about yourself in the future, and I will answer it for you. Why don't I get more? Because typical greedy Lorne. Because I said so. I don't want to stay here for too long, unless you could actually find me a new host, and not you. Why not me? I'm perfectly healthy. I outlasted every motherfucker in the jail. He's got more stamina than you ever realised. Ew, that's disgusting. Smoke heavily and drink almost constantly. You're hardly sober now. Lorne got a glare in his face at the creature. I'm not disgusting. Why should I care what you say anyway? God. Well, I'm going to answer one question you feel a peasant's question. Now, aren't I? Lorne falls silent for a second. Oh, right. Will I be famous? The creature chuckles at this, its voice neither female or male. Of course you'd ask this. Don't answer your question? Not in the way you may think, but you will be famous. Now you're going to find me a host, or I'll drown you in that lake you find your victims. Hey, I never agreed to that. Looks like I'll be feeding you to the fish then. A tentacle came out of the creature, wiping it towards Lorne and wrapping him up in it to pick him up. Okay, I'll help you. The creature chuckles, its mouth turning into a wide grin. Good. You know what's good for you. End scene. Alright, so that was Chapter 3 of EnderSprings' Fishing for Catfishes, Lorne Armstrong fanfiction. That's it from me.